Welcome back everyone, welcome back to Zerra's channel and to World of Warplanes. How you guys been doing? First thing is first, please don't install this game, you will be addicted. You will play like a madman because it's a very fast action, 5-6 minutes, probably sometimes 7-8 minutes, and then it's all done. 8 minutes takes only when the teams are very equal. Otherwise, most of the time it will be ended first. This video, guys, it's not for you professional who had 6,000-7,000 battles. I'm talking about for the new beginners. This is some tips that I would like to share, my personal opinion that makes you a better player. Now, the one thing I kind of like a lot about this game is that if you achieve something, let's say you have one kill or you kept enemy base or something, instantly you know by experience how much experience do you earn in that particular second, and it's absolutely amazing good, because then you know if you're doing something right and so on. Please guys, don't take it in a wrong way. I just would like to help. If you, my dear subscriber and my dear viewer, are in the top, not top, bottom 2-3 play all the time, I urge you to press combat fight, and there is something, it's training flight. You see, when you press training, you at least there's a different maps and different tiers, tier 3 to tier 5, and you see also how many players. It's 24 conquest. You can press like join and so on, you know what I mean. What I'm trying to say, it's just to improve your aim, improve your gameplay, because if you bottom all the time, let's say if you play 10 games and all the time you are the 3 worst in the victory or the in your team in general, you have to improve something then. But the first thing you have to ask to yourself, what kind of player are you? Are you a heavy fighter? Are you a regular brawler, so you brawl and so on? What is your play style? This is the most important. Are you on the low grounds, dodging and brawling and takes your enemy one by one, like this plane? I do like this, is very good maneuver, but it has 2 weakness. Just very sure you have to know your weakness, and you have to know the play style you do. Okay, I need to have upgraded engine, guns and so on, but I have this. Okay, the damage, you see, I'm just very fast, I would like to say, by the way. This is the first thing, my dear subscriber, you have to do. Know your damn range. It's 580 meters range right now that I do. Oh, with upgrade I have 600 meters, and this is the damage I do, 65, which is good, and so on. But sometimes, guys, they do forget you that you start shooting way, maybe 600-700 meters ahead, and you're never gonna shoot anything. You need to come within this range. This is the number one you have to do. Second, you have to know what kind of a pilot you are, what kind of a plane. For me, it's very simple. I do have my baby, and this is when you are, let's say, in 10 games, when you do 2 aces, that's your plane. That is your goddamn plane. And this is in my 10 games. This is I find. I am a heavy fighter, another regular fighter, a US fighter. This really shines. And what makes this a little bit different versus this one? They are completely 2 different heavy fighters. This is one have a big guns and big health pool and so on. This is one hell of a sneaky, slim, fast. And just very short, I would like to say why I enjoy it. Even though I don't have the top engine, this is one hell of a fast plane. I do believe with this engine, we not it when the upgrade. When I dive down, I come into 700 kilometers an hour, 700, and I can climb up all the way to 2,100 meters above. So you are the bomber killer. You are the one. You know the bots. They all climb high. There are very few plane can take down. Well, your role, my friend, it's to take those bots down ASAP. You have the speed, you have the guns and so on. Hell, you have even some good looking rockets. However, the most important thing, guys, and this is seriously, you have to know your play style. If it's the play style, it's slow. Like just give you example. This one, it's very maneuverable. It's a very sleek, good looking bugger. The only problem with this, it's slow as shit. Seriously, it's one of the slowest plane in this game. Sure, you maneuverable as well, but this doesn't fly anything faster than 330 340 kilometers an hour. So it's one of a really slow planes. It's still fun, has really punchy 20 millimeters auto cannons, which is fantastic. Probably I should go for the upgraded engine, but without this upgrade, it's really slow. You are on close to the ground all the time, and so on. So it's not just that you have to know your position, you have to know your role. Don't go alone. Like this plane doesn't move that fast. It's very hard to disengage. You have to stick with your friends. You have to read the goddamn map so closely. Don't ever go alone, because you will be focus fire, and any Japan or Brits or hell even US will focus you, and you're pretty maneuverable, but not maneuverable, so you can fight or brawl versus anyone. You have to know your position, what's your strength, what's your weakness, and so on. And remember, guys, that all this affects your team if you are good enough. And just give you an example, very short. When I'm playing my first 30 seconds, 35 seconds, the first target that I engage, it's the ground target with this beast, I will receive my first 1,000 experience. How I know? Because when I lay those two bombers, the pretty big bombers, and all my rockets, I'll do so much damage to the ground units that I will be the first. I repeat, I am the first in my entire team who come up to 1,000 experience. And don't be afraid if you know that you are very strong against, let's say, ground units. But of course, when I'm playing with this P40, that's different story. It's a very strong. I am focused the enemy bots, you know, the one who's tried to protect the area. Those one I go. I never go down and take the ground units, but only if my team are completely potato, they don't do their job. So how shall I say? To enjoy and try to win for your team, you need to know your role, guys. If you do it, and same thing, guys, here. Let's say I would like to engage enemy target, right? Does not matter. The first thing, seriously, you have to know, go to upgrade and see what those guns are all about. 500 meters. This is the range my effect guns are. So this is the range I want like to be, and so on. And then sure, you can equip, like I do have engine tuning +5 engine power, because you are very fast, sleek fighter. You can easily go up their bombers are, engage the goddamn bombers. Your role is to take them down, because the Japanese can never fly as high, and same thing with the Russian are good, but they are not planes to engage very high in the air and take those, you know, like squads of bombers. US and of course heavy fighters, your role is to go up and take them down. And I do believe this is one hell of a plan to play, you have a lot of fun as long as you know your role and how to effective take your targets down one by one by one. That's all I'd like to say for now, guys. Subscribe to my channel and leave me in the comments below what is the best tips and tricks for the new players, new beginners, because I honestly believe something is wrong. That let's say if I have one good gameplay, the one who's in the bottom, it's like 10 times as good as experience as the best one. So you have to improve. You know, everybody's it's rookies at the beginnings, but with trainings room and with tips and tricks, you will enjoy this game more and you will be more help for your team. That's all I like to say for now, guys. Subscribe to my channel and always, captains, fear cease, and goodbye.